What's up, everyone? This is JD again with another showing of the Pioneer Podcast on the WETD 90.7 The Leap radio station. This time I have a club rep joining me, but before the interview, let me talk about how we can set you up for an interview for your club, organization, or your team. You can email me directly at my school email, curryjd@alfredstate.edu, CURRIEJD. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the show, you can subscribe to my YouTube at the Pioneer Podcast/radio show. And my Instagram is jdcurry18. So my guest here today is a member of one of Alfred State's fraternities. That's a new update, but specifically Psi Delta Omega.
Hello.
There are a lot of stereotypes involved with these organizations, but just like all other stereotypes, most of them are not true. Can you, Brandon, give the listeners a short introduction of yourself?
Well, I am Brandon Williams. Most call me B-Dub. That is my stage name, rap name, whatever you want to call it, nickname since I was a kid. So, I am from Brooklyn, New York. I came to Alfred randomly. I didn't join a fraternity right away. When I got to school, it took me like 3 years since I've been here to say, you know what, I'm going to join a fraternity. I was already partying every weekend. So I was like, that's kind of me. So I just decided to join like that. And I joined fall 17, my junior year.
So how long have you been a brother of the fraternity?
2 years. 2 years now.
How long has the fraternity itself been around for?
1938. What 80th anniversary was last year. So yeah, it's the 81st year of Psi Delta Omega. It wasn't always Psi Delta Omega. It used to be Kappa Delta Sigma. But then it changed in like 1950.
So what does the new name Psi Delta Omega mean?
And what I can say, let's see. It means like change, basically. Like you're changing over. You're becoming something better than yourself, than you used to be. That's the general meaning of the Psi Delta Omega.
That would definitely help, seeing it just got its name change for new beginnings. So I've had some positive experiences with events hosted by Greek life. It seems to be a very important characteristic for Greek organizations to be involved with the community. How do you view this?
Well, one of the pillars of like Greek life is philanthropy, and speaking of, I am the philanthropy chairman of Psi Delta Omega. So, like, I coordinate stuff with like the town, Hornell and stuff. We're doing something on December 5th. If you want to donate gifts for the kids at Hornell Concern for Youth, it's going to be at like 6. It's ranging from ages 8 to 18. Since we're not going to be here for Christmas time, we're just doing it on December 5th, just so you can have a smile on your face, because some of their families are poor and stuff, so they can't afford gifts. And those kids is always like, the smiles that you see when you hand out a little gift, it's fun to see. So I say definitely doing community stuff is worthwhile. If you never did it before, me, I kind of did when I was in the city, but I did it more when I was here, and you get a good feeling from it. So
where did you say that was going to be?
Hornell Concern for Youth. If you go straight on Hornell, like going straight down from the Burger King Taco Bell, you go straight, keep going straight. You just drive, you're going to do a loop. Just keep going down. It's going to be on your left. I could get the exact address and, I don't know, put it somewhere on student announcer or tell you. You can announce it on your show.
Yeah, for sure.
If you just keep going straight on Hornell, you're going to find it. It's going to be by a school, a playground. It's going to be across the street, the Concern for You.
So these organizations also seem to run off of the system of important relationships. How do you describe your relationship with your brothers?
Well, it's like a family. You're not going to be cool all the time. Sometimes you like them more, some days, sometimes you like them less. Sometimes you argue, sometimes you don't. It's just like back and forth. It's like a family type thing. We just want to see us do good. Because our charter got shut down before, so we don't want to see that happen again. So we all just want us to do good.
So, still sticking with relationships, how is the relationship between a sorority and a fraternity?
But we have sister houses. Ours is Alpha Beta Chi. So it's like, it's basically like little sister, big sister vibes. Because I have a little sister in there. She's still my homie. Like, knew her before she joined, but like we just became closer since she joined because I don't know. It's just you get close really quickly with people. You have fun times. You do different group stuff together. Sometimes you do community service together. You go like you run dinners together, like different events. And you just become closer together, just working with each other so close and stuff.
So,
shout out to Juliana Rodriguez, by the way.
With a lot of these fraternities and sororities, there almost seems to be like a certain major that makes up most of the Greek, like the Greek fraternity is. Which major is that for Psi Delta?
Oh, we're all over the place. We got Wellsville, we got construction people, we got mechanical engineering, we got business, we got sports management. What am I missing? I think that's the bulk of the spectrum, but we're all over the place. We used to have networking like last year, but like we don't discriminate. If you need help with certain stuff, there's people in the alumni that used to be in it. You could call them up; they'll help you with it. We got people that had 4.0s last semester. Hopefully, we have that again. So there's always somebody to help you, and if we can't, we'll find somebody to help. Whether that be tutors, advisors, somebody can help you. That was a question that somebody had. A freshman who wanted to rush. He was just concerned about like if somebody had. I think he was in networking. He was concerned that somebody had his major and stuff. But we do have an alumni who's really good, and he's in the field right now doing that. So he can help you at any time if he really wants to.
So how does a Greek organization plan and hold meetings, and how does it compare to a club and how they run meetings?
I've been in clubs, Live to Fight, Relay for Life. It's the same thing. Like they say a position, like it goes down for president, vice president. Everybody just has a report. Like say the president, he'll meet with the advisor of the school, like a Greek advisor and our advisor, and he'll just say stuff that's going on throughout the week, like what we gotta do. The vice president would say something, the coordinator of operation, that's like the person who runs the events. Like, yo, we have this on campus, we have this event on Friday, we have this event on Saturday, and then so on and so forth.
Events that are run by a fraternity draw a large crowd of people. How has this come to be?
Well, not to toot our own horn, but we are pretty cool individuals, so we just know a lot of people. So if we just say like, yeah, we're gonna have an event at SOC at 3 o'clock, we would hope that the people that we cool with just show up, tell their friends to come. That's usually how it works. It's just word of mouth. Like they know how we are. They know we're not gonna judge nobody for doing nothing. So if we just say like, yo, pop out to the house, we're having an event, people usually show up, and we have like a set crowd of people, and then they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends, and it just goes from there.
So is it more word of mouth, or is it community being like active in the community?
Both. We would post the event, like say we're having a get together for a cause on Friday. We would post it on like Tuesday or something, and then the people that would screenshot it either put it on their like social media or tell their friends, and then we'll just go from there. And then we usually get a good turnout.
An important idea that most people would not know about before trying to join a Greek organization is the academic requirement, meaning that students that want to be in an organization need to possess decent grades first. How is this value enforced?
You have to get a 2.5. We don't have friends, like people that want to join but they can't because their grades is not there. It's just that you just can't do it. Like you can't even stay active in the house if you're under a 2.5. We're starting to enforce that now, so we just try to do library hours. If you need a tutor, just tell somebody, they'll get you a tutor, especially our academic chairman. He will assign you a tutor, like to tell you, like, yo, you have to go to such and such, or just reprimand, like you can't go to a party, you can't go to this event, unless you show me like a grade, like you passed the quiz or something, the good homework, great something. Like they just try to get on you to show, like, yo, just do little increments, you'll get better and better and better. You just gotta stick to it. They do like we do 10 library hours if you're under 2.5, like by, midterm? And 5 if you're just above it. Just to keep you, like, making sure you're doing the work.
So another thing that just came up as I was thinking about it is, does Greek encourage people to get involved with clubs?
Yeah, because it just looks better on us. I'm in Live to Fight, but just because I had cancer before, so that's like something that's dear to me, but other people were student senate. We got people in, what is it? I forgot some of the clubs. It's all over the place. We just join clubs because like, if you like something, just do it. We're not going to force you to say like, no, you're only Psi Delta Omega. You can't do nothing else. We want you to be involved in other stuff because that helps get us out there too. Because we can help other clubs. I done had my fraternity help Live to Fight set up events, even though they didn't want to. I'm like, yeah, you get a philanthropy hour for helping us out.
So college is a very diverse place where people gather from many different places and many different backgrounds. How does your fraternity foster inclusion?
We don't judge. You could be black, brown, white, gay, Christian, Catholic. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're a cool person and you have like good morals and stuff, like you're not gonna just do something just cause, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that we don't discriminate. As long as you're just a cool individual, we'll accept you how you are. But right now we have, I think, somebody from everything. Yeah, basically have somebody from like every walk of life, and we don't judge. We just come together and we're all cool with each other. We respect each other.
So, what are the different values that you see as part of Greek life, like skills that people learn?
Teach you how to be a leader because you got to kind of get people to do something. I don't want to say do what you want to do, but like get people to do certain things. Like my job is to get people to go to certain philanthropy events, and I'm not gonna force you to do it. I'm gonna just encourage it. Be a leader and just encourage you to like, yo, you gotta go to this event. But I never outright tell somebody like, you gotta go to this. I would never do something like that. But it's highly encouraged. Like you're doing it for a good cause, so you gotta kind of be a leader in a way where you can move people to do certain things. That's what I found being in a Greek organization.
So as we were talking, I also picked up the communication and time management seem to be major ones for Greek.
100%. You gotta do so much events, but then you gotta stay on top of your schoolwork. So you just gotta know how to budget your time. The teachers, you gotta get out there quick.
So what are the positions that are within the organization of the fraternity?
Let's see if I can see all of them off the top. President, Vice President, Coordinator of Operations, Academic Chairman, Treasurer, Sergeant, Philanthropy Chairman, Historian, Houseman, Quartermaster, Greek Center Representative, Chaplain, I believe Song Leader. I think that's all of them. They all do different stuff. Like some are obvious names, like President. He just makes sure everybody's doing what they're doing. Philanthropy, that's pretty obvious. Stuff like that. Song Leader, that's pretty obvious.
So what about like chaplain, and you said one other one that sounded
Quartermaster?
Yeah.
Quartermaster is like in charge of getting like letters and stuff. Like they say, oh, like you don't have a gray crew neck. Then they order like stuff like that. They do things like that. Oh, you don't have a hoodie. Let's order hoodies for the house. They do that kind of stuff.
So what about chaplain?
Chaplain just like says the prayers before the meeting. Before events, like say we do something, we just say a prayer. And you don't have to be religious, because I don't bow my head during them. So they're just a thing that's been in tradition for a while. But it's not forced. We don't force religion on people.
So what is Greek Senate?
Greek Senate is like the community coming together to see what everybody else did during the week. So it's basically like a meeting, like the meeting house set us like certain positions say something. But it would just be like the president or the Greek Senate representative just saying what the house did during the week. Basically, like if we had an event with Pi Nu or ABX, we would just say, we had an event with Pi Nu, we had an event with ABX. We plan on doing this week with Delta Omega, like stuff like that.
So is there specific positions within that?
Yes, they have a board themselves, like Greek Senate president and so on and so forth, and it goes down the line. They just say stuff like, say Spencer, he's like the head of the Greek organizations, he would just tell them, like, there's this events to do this week. And then they would just pass it on, basically.
So, are they also part of,
They're part of Greek organizations? Yes.
So they can be the club, like the Greek president, and then they can be the student, like Greek Senate
yes.
president?
Yeah, they could do both. And I think you get like standard points. There's a thing, like you got to do certain number of standard points to keep your charter up. I think you get more if you're on the board. Because it's a lot of responsibility. I would never do it. Teach his own.
How does the this organization select the individuals to put into each office or position?
You you nominate first, or somebody nominates you. It's either self-nomination or somebody nominates you. Then you just come with a speech of your ideas, what you plan on doing with the position, and it's just a vote. The majority wins.
Is that both the Greek fraternity and the Greek Senate?
Yes. So if you run in this, you better have a good speech. You better say something good.
Just try to promote yourself and show them how you're going to help
the position, and help the house.
So, what are some of your favorite memories of being involved with the Greek Senate or Delta student?
I just like the bond. Like, we just do crazy, stupid stuff sometimes. Like, just little stuff that's just fun. You just hanging out. It could be 3 p.m., it could be 3 a.m. Just hanging out. Like, those cool memories that you can have, like, forever. Like, I like those. I won't get into full detail because I don't know if any of them, some of them are all PG, but it's just good times. You're going to always remember the good times. It could be random 3 a.m. We just throwing darts. Just throwing darts in the brother's room or something like that. Playing air hockey or something. Just the conversations. I thought those were my favorite parts.
So, how did the Greek Senates make each Greek member bond?
Like, and to coordinate, like, with different houses?
Within the house. Within the fraternity.
You mean the Senate, or, like, how the side D do it inside D?
Yeah.
We just, like, we all live in the house, so we just leave the house. So we just say, or, like, we're having a movie night with ABX or something. That's alphabetic cut. Like, we're going over to their house, or we just walk out our rooms. Because we have dartboards, we have a pool table that needs to be fixed, we have air hockey tables downstairs. So we just, like, walk out, see somebody doing something. Just say, everybody, yo, come out your room, and then we just hang out.
So, was there anyone who influenced you in a positive way to get involved with this fraternity? And how did they influence you?
My big bro, Leon Sigberry, I don't know what he saw, but he just said, I could take this, like, because we weren't doing nothing at the time, because we were on probation or something. And he knew that, like, basically, I want to say, partying, yeah. It was a way to get people into the house, and he saw me doing it every week. And he said, you could, like, bring the level of Psi Delta Omega, like, party-wise, up. And I said, can I? He's like, yeah, you could, like, change this fraternity in a way. Like, your energy, your personality. So I said, I'll take that into consideration. And I didn't want to join at first, but then I kept going. He's like, being serious, bro. Like, you could really change this. And I was like, I guess he sees something. Maybe let me see what he sees. Let me try to join and see what happens. But we're up there now. People know our names around this campus, so I accomplished my goal when I joined.
So he's seen you improving.
Yeah. Like, he's seen me improving the name of Psi Delta Omega, like, around the campus. And it worked. He was right.
So where would a new person start with getting involved with Psi Delta Omega?
Just come to our events. You can hit any of us up. You can hit me up on Snapchat, b.dub7. Our coordinator, Isaiah Gell. Pretty sure you know these names. Quentin Rapone, I forgot their, like, social media info. But you can hit them up. I just gave you mine, so if you can hit me up and I'll direct you to them. Just show up to events. Like, we have little events here and there, whether it be game nights. Just, like, come play sports with us. We'll go play basketball in the gym or something. Like, we just do stuff like that. Just hang out with us, talk, see if you, like, have a vibe with us, and then you just join.
Well, thanks for coming down to the station to talk about this great organization.
Oh, problem, man. Follow me on something. I'm B-Dub, like, everywhere. B.Dub7 on Snapchat. I'm B-Dub on Instagram. Just follow me somewhere. B-Dub on SoundCloud. Find me somewhere. Thank you, sir.
So that is it for this episode of the Pioneer Podcast. Also, a few congratulations for other clubs and organizations are needed. The Alfred State Wrestling team beat both their competitors the opening weekend. The fencing team, they just won the challenge to get the furthest person away to donate money. The paranormal group went to Hinsdale. That was that was amazing. We'll probably have a YouTube video on that sometime. I'll shout that out. just a lot of other things, great things for everybody happening. So don't forget there will be a video on YouTube at the Pioneer Podcast /radio show if you missed this live episode. Take care and happy Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon.